Tory Lanez, just to give you a little bit of detail, y'all, he was the guy who stabbed him. Reportedly, he was stabbed 14 times by someone who's serving a life sentence. Now, baby, what? I didn't know that lifers, I thought lifers all had to kind of be together. Like lifers were out for like an hour a day, and it was like lifers are in their particular area and whatever. Girl, 14 times. 14 times. Tory Lanez, yes, was stabbed. Um, Hold on, let me see if I can find. I have two updates. But yeah, he was rushed to the hospital. Was that Monday? He was stabbed, his lungs collapsed, baby. It was a whole mess. And so apparently the person who did it is a lifer. So they have nothing to lose. So I don't, I'm not sure if somebody was just trying to get a name, somebody's just crazy, somebody put out a hit, we don't know. But that information, I was reading about that today. Let me see what I can. Okay. Let me see if you guys want me to. Let me pull up a. Hold on one second. Let me get something pulled up. So you guys know who Tory Lanez is. Tory Lanez is doing a 10-year sentence for the situation with Meg Thee Stallion after a Kylie Jenner party. Meg was shot in the foot and et cetera, et cetera. He is in jail doing 10-year prison sentence for the shooting and injury of Meg Thee Stallion. So recently, as in 2-3 days ago, he was stabbed on the yard. Just once, let me pull this up. I was just trying to find a picture real quick. Okay. All right, give me just 1 second. Okay. I'm not reading from ABC News. I was trying to find just a picture by itself. I don't know why I picked that one. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So what they said, this is coming from the Los Angeles Times. Authorities have identified the inmate accused of stabbing incarcerated rapper Tory Lanez with a self-made shank as the 41-year-old Santino Casio, who is serving a life sentence for murder. Casio allegedly attacked Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, around 7:20 a.m. Monday in a housing unit at the California Correctional Institute at Tecate. According to California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, Peterson is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in 2020. He was transported to an outside medical facility for treatment and is currently in fair condition, prison officials said Tuesday afternoon. An Instagram account ascribed to Lanez said that the rapper was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds in his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to his face. The 32-year-old Canadian artist was said to have suffered 2 collapsed lungs, but was in good spirits and pulling through. Casio has been placed in restrictive housing while prison officials and the Kern County District Attorney's Office investigate the attack. The alleged assailant was sent to the California Correctional Institute from Los Angeles in 2004 after being sentenced to life without possibility of parole for second-degree murder, first-degree attempted murder, use of a deadly weapon, and inflicting great bodily injury, according to CDCR. While in prison, Casio has been sentenced for 2 additional crimes. In 2008, he was sentenced for 6 years for assaulting a prisoner with a deadly weapon. Then in 2018, he was sentenced to 2 years for possessing a deadly weapon in prison. Peterson was sentenced in August of 2023 for shooting Grammy Award winning artist Meg The Stallion, whose legal name is Megan Pete. He was convicted in December of 2022 of assault with a firearm, illegal possession of a firearm, and negligent discharge of a gun. The Savage musician has alleged that Peterson has continued to harass her from prison by directing his fans and online trolls to disparage her online. In January, a Los Angeles judge granted Pete a restraining order against Peterson until 2030. Okay, baby. And that's what's going on. Okay. And that's what's going on, guys. Okay, that's our morning update. I'm going to be back at lunchtime. We'll get into some of the testimony over there at Cassie and see what's going on. Um if you hear something, you already know what I say. Say something, okay? Let me know. Let me know if there's something I need to know, okay? Um Girl, he was left for dead 14 times. He stabbed him in the face, the torso, the back. Baby, where else? Everywhere. Where'd they stab him? They didn't stab him in the leg. My God. He tore him up 14 times. 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the face. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So anyway, that's it. I did put a couple of posts up on OSIP. If you're not following me on OSIP, get into it.